Hi, this is Stefanie Maegan. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Because therapy is too expensive. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Ah ha 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 ha.
Do you need this?
Ah ha ha ha.
Mercutio.
Oh, that's hers.
Yeah, all my hard drives are named after like Shakespeare characters.
I love that.
I know.
Mercutio is my favorite one.
Isn't he a fine ass?
I don't even
He's
know.
hot.
Oh, Romeo.
But you're all,
Romeo and Juliet.
But you're
Romeo
an
and
art. Okay.
Yeah.
You're an artist.
Oh, we can talk about this.
Oh my God. I was like, what are we going to talk about today? And she started with yours and she was like telling me that yours is going to be the art teacher and you were like going to interview artists and all this stuff. And I was like, that's so cool. And then it clicked. I was like, wait, you want to talk?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm an artist.
You're the artist.
I know. I was like, what? You know what I'm talking about though.
Yeah,
You always
but I mean,
kind
that's
of
why
like,
I want to talk to you about it. It's just like, why are you like, why are we so nervous to give ourselves that title? Like, it's not like a professor. It's not like you're a doctor artist. It's just like, no, you are what you create. So you're an artist.
and that's crazy because it's very easy to forget.
I know.
And also
That's a
just
different pod. We'll get
Oh,
to
sorry.
it.
We'll get to it. Sorry.
But that was a
My
preview
bad.
for everyone, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're recording.
And that was a preview.
Oh, we're starting?
You know me.
Oh.
I like a candid beginning. What? And Rose takes out her phone, takes a photo. Okay.
Sorry.
Are we ready? No, but I mean, are we ready? Do we need a minute? Do we need water? Need to pee?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Cigarette, maybe?
Whoa. No. Maybe. What if I just like secretly admitted on this podcast that I like actually smoke a pack a day?
I'd be so surprised. Actually, I
wouldn't.
wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, yeah, bitch.
What? Wait, so that means my skin is not flawless?
What? No.
I feel like people who smoke a pack a day don't have like flawless skin like me.
I don't know anybody who smokes a packet. I don't know, whatever.
I don't think I know anyone either.
Yeah.
My grandma did. She didn't have good skin though.
She didn't?
She did not. So there you go. She was also grandma age. So like,
About to be like, what came first, the cigarette smoking or the age?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Grandma E.
Yeah.
She's very
Yeah.
Grandma E.
She was grandma.
Oh my God, you guys. I'm excited for this one. This is a tripod.
The dad joke's coming in, but we have to like let someone get the credit for that
Oh, it was
great
my
joke.
boyfriend who said that.
Way to go,
He
Chris.
was like, haha, tripod. I was like, that was stupid.
No, it wasn't. And then you've been using it twice.
And then literally right after, I was like, it'd be a tripod. Like,
I mean, I got a little giggle,
I giggled.
but I'm really white, so like that's that stuff I like. I like that stuff.
Corny shit. It's just, I mean, like,
Yeah.
sorry.
this is so romantic, guys. I think this is going to be like a love episode between Rachel and Rose. Rachel and Rose. I
My hands are really sweaty.
That's okay. It's because you're nervous to meet me.
Okay, let me introduce you guys.
We've met before.
I know.
No, wait, no. I mean, introduce to the
Okay,
pod.
sorry, go. We've met before. But like,
Yeah. Hi, guys. It's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Broke Girl Therapy. Wait, I don't know who to go first. Guess the fuck what? I have Rose and Rachel.
Oh, Rose went first.
Because I was about to be like alphabetical. No, but like
No,
Rachel and Rose should go first. It should be
Rachel and
Rachel
Rose.
and Rose because alphabetically.
How about the same time?
Rachel. Wait, don't say my name. Sorry. I was like, wait, are you saying my name? Okay, wait.
Am I saying your name?
I was going to say.
You say my name, I'll say your
Okay,
name.
ready?
3, 2, 1.
Rachel.
Rose.
There you go.
There we go.
We're here.
This is a love story because this is the second time you guys met.
Yeah.
Well, in person.
I mean, we've been in love for like what? Like
Years,
decades.
decades,
almost.
centuries.
Exactly. It's a long tail.
I've been wanting to like do this episode.
I know.
We have been talking about it for
We have.
centuries, years,
But
decades.
it's so hard because everyone's so fucking busy.
Even in a
No.
panini. Like,
Yeah,
people
even
still
in a
are like
panini.
hella busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't think so, but then I like talked to my Uber driver over here, and he was like, "I've been busy," and I'm like, "Me too." And I haven't
Oh,
been.
this is like the busiest week of my life, but have I left the house much? No.
I know,
That's
you've
how I feel
gotten
too.
so
I feel like
much.
I'm always
Yeah.
doing something, but I'm never anywhere.
Yeah. Never.
going
know?
nowhere fast.
Going
literally.
nowhere fast.
Literally.
Yeah, like, what am I doing?
I don't know.
It's okay. But we're here to talk about girls.
Girls.
Girl power.
I was
You
trying
brought a
to,
fucking game, Rose.
I brought a game. I brought a game. We're not sponsored by this game.
We're not
at all.
at all.
It's called
Unless you
For the
wanna be.
Girls. Yeah, For the Girls. If you want to sponsor us, do it.
They're like, well, you already did it.
So yeah, exactly. Free fucking publicity.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, we're not paying
TikTok
you now.
made me buy. I just like saw this and I was like, I need to buy these games. And so I did.
It's cute. I love the color scheme. I love a good pink.
Mm-hmm.
We're really promoting the shit out of this game that is not paying Bro Girl Therapy yet.
Not at all. And I've never even played the game, but I'm excited.
Okay. So basically what you do is you roll a dice.
I'm fucking sweating.
You know what?
Why is
nervous.
everyone? Don't be nervous.
No, I'm just like
game.
actually sweating.
Oh, you're just okay. That's
Okay,
fine.
I'm just hot.
Okay, so you roll the dice, and then basically you have to choose the color of the coordination, and then do what's on the card. Usually there's drinking involved, but obviously none of us have drinks except water. So like,
Let's get
Sober.
hydrated, bitches.
yes, let's see who has to hold their urine. Okay, so I'll roll first, and it's green. So I get the green card, and it says, "Give this card to whoever has most recently read a book cover to cover."
That's not me.
You.
I was about to say, give it to myself.
Yeah, I was like that. That's not me.
Okay, now
Maybe
you
a
gotta-
month ago, which
What?
was a recommendation by you.
What did you read?
Rose's Resources.
Oh, I'm starting an American Marriage right now.
Oh my god, that book destroyed me.
I
It should be
know.
taught in high schools.
I take screenshots of all your recommendations.
I'll just
Are
give
you
them to you.
serious?
I'll
Yeah.
just give them to you.
I take
I love
screenshots
it.
of everyone, and I pretty much order like all the ones that you say like you love.
Yeah, like don't get Magic for Liars. Sorry, that book just sucked.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
which one was it?
Magic for Liars.
Not
I mean,
Magic
it
for
wasn't
Liars.
bad.
There was
it
another.
just
We Are
cliche.
Liars. Did you recommend that one?
Yes, and that one's also like, haha, that one will destroy you as
Yeah,
well. So be
it-
careful.
Fucked me up. I read that in like 3 days. I literally
very
was up
quick
until
read.
3 a.m. I couldn't stop. I was
Because
like,
it's a quick
like, should I
read.
roll?
Roll a dice. We're just talking.
sorry. I know.
This is like the slumber party episode.
Yeah.
This is the slumber party episode. And there's always that one that's like waiting, like,
It's like a full just advertising episode. We're
Yeah.
like, this book is great. This game is great.
for real. Okay.
Penguin House. Okay, so orange. Okay, so this one's the category one. So if one of us gives up, gets the card. So
First to mess up loses a card.
okay,
What do I do?
Oh, I hate-
Oh, Disney Channel shows. Lizzie McGuire.
go.
That's a Raven.
Even Stevens.
Fuck.
I wasn't gonna have anything either.
I know.
Wait,
Shit.
seriously?
There's so many.
I swear to God, I'm
Wizards
not
of
good at
Waverly
this game.
Place.
Yeah, I love that one.
AJ,
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana.
Montana.
Oh God! See, no,
We're, like,
you don't get that
screaming on
card.
the mic.
Oh, sorry, you don't get that card. Rachel, roll the dice.
I'll roll the dice.
You have to put roses.
I am whispering.
I'm just
this
not
is me
good at those
whispering.
ones because my brain freezes.
You're like
Okay.
irritated.
Orange again.
Oh Jesus! You ready? It has to. It's that.
Oh, can I roll again?
no! Try it. Okay, ready?
Okay.
First to mess up loses a card. This is so hard. Things with caffeine.
Ooh, coffee.
Coffee. Oh. Why?
Go.
Don't I?
Coda soda.
Soda.
Matcha.
Black tea.
Oh, shit. Why me?
Wine? Oh, you said wine.
You could have said espresso martini.
Yes.
martini.
No, she said espresso martini.
Okay.
None for you. Wait, so
Okay,
you
fine.
get it?
I don't know what happens to that.
You didn't. She doesn't have a card.
So you get to keep that card.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
I am so bad at games.
This is actually so much fun.
okay,
This
so
is.
green. Give this to whoever stirs the pot the most.
Why are you looking at me?
The bitch with the podcast.
The podcast.
The podcast.
The girl who likes the most drama. All right, that's me.
You earned that card.
And then I just like keep the card. Okay.
You just keep the card.
Now you have a card to
Wow,
lose.
I'm honored.
Yeah. Now you have
Okay.
one to lose.
For when we get another orange one.
Okay, black. So you get to choose any category.
Pink.
Okay.
I don't know what pink is.
I forget what pink is.
Oh, do this dare to keep this card.
Okay.
I like this.
Ask your parents to tell you the story of your conception.
You want to give me that?
I'm not doing that.
like, who keeps it? Who gets it? We just nothing.
No one wants to do that dare?
Should I call my dad right now?
Yeah, you want to call your dad and ask him how you were made?
Okay, let me literally call my
Okay,
I'll
call your
literally-
dad and see
amazing.
ask
I
him how
will
you're made.
literally call my father.
I'm not
See?
doing that.
I
I already
definitely
know.
would-
It was
I
in
would-
San Diego. My dad likes to tell me that all the time. He's like,
Really?
you live in LA. You were conceived down south.
Oh my god,
Oh
my
my
sister's
God.
middle name is Montana because she was made there.
Oh my,
What?
I love
Made in
that.
Montana.
Oh my God. Come
Like
on,
somewhere
Poppy,
in
pick up.
Missoula. I
She
think?
should get that tattooed on her somewhere, like on the bottom of her foot.
Oh man, I do. She does have party baby tattooed on her ass, which is one of my favorite.
Okay, my
tattoos.
dad didn't pick
Oh,
up,
he
but
didn't
when
pick
he
up.
if he does call in middle,
oh, we have to like answer.
we're gonna pick up
And we'll give you this
find-
card
Oh,
back.
he's calling. Papi,
Hey.
I'm recording an episode
Oh, you are? About what?
about, life. I have a question, though.
Okay.
Do you remember the night you and Mommy conceived me?
Really? You want to talk about that?
Yes.
Remember the night? No, I don't. Just happened.
It just happened? Like, where were you? At home? Were you on vacation? Was it like were you celebrating anything?
Well, no, we were at home, I think.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, that's it? That's all you remember?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I remember.
Okay.
all I remember was that we timed it so that, we'll have your birthday next to...
You what? You played what? Okay, fun fact, you guys. My brother's birthday is a day after mine. So my dad timed... Oh, my God. Okay, well, that's good to know. Ew, why? Just to save money on birthday parties? Yes? Oh, oh my God, okay.
No, but the main reason was that because we saw how cute Nate was, so we thought maybe
that's
be
cute.
a good idea, And
Okay.
it's true, it came out, another cute baby, pretty one.
Oh, thanks, Pops. Okay, sige.
All right.
Okay, bye.
That was amazing.
God, that was a good one.
Something I just learned.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So should we talk about what we were actually here to talk
Oh,
about?
yeah.
Are we done with the game?
Fine, I guess
Rachel
we'll
wants
go one
to do-
last
Oh, wait,
time.
Rachel, go one more last time.
One more round.
Just one more.
One more round. Okay.
I was so excited.
Green.
Sorry, fucked
Green.
up for you.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, ready?
that's a good
Green
one.
is you have to hand the card to someone.
Oh, this one's mean. I don't know.
Okay, then no.
Oh,
we
wait,
won't
what-
do it.
I like a mean one.
What was
No.
it? See the pot stirrer right here. What
Whoever's
is
the
it?
flakiest.
Oh, that's definitely me.
That's Rose. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Aren't they the one that showed up 20 minutes late to this
Oh,
thing?
I was late too. So.
I know, but you were respectively late by 5
I also felt really bad about it too.
I know, and my ass was like, no, I know, we're all running late.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like,
I
I'm going
was
to take my time.
Well, because when you said in the group chat, I'm running late, I was like, oh, I'm still on the couch. I'm definitely running late too.
You're like, I'm not even running.
I'm not even.
I'm walking late.
I know. I'll see you later. But
See ya.
anyways.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, that was so
funny.
much fun.
That was
See,
fun.
that was a nice little
That's a nice little icebreaker.
Yeah.
To start with our topic.
Because we're here to talk about the importance of having girlfriends and the boundaries that come along with it.
Yes, what about your friends? We'll never get in trouble because we can never
No, we'll
do
never
the
get it
lyrics.
right.
I don't know the lyrics other than what about your friends? That's all
It's
I know.
okay.
It's fine.
But I actually it's funny that because you're the one that thought of this idea, Rose.
Well, yeah, because I figured that the last time we've always been talking about it is I really do want to talk about this subject because I think it's mad important for people.
Why do you think so?
Because I think friends are important, especially the idea of girlfriends. I use that term really loosely.
And there's
within my
always
homies.
something about someone if it's like a girl that doesn't have any girlfriends.
I
Am
had
I
one of those
gonna-
in my life.
You what?
Or I had one of those in my life where it was a girl who was like, I don't like girls.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
a guy's
I'm a
girl.
guy's girl. I don't.
That spells unloyal,
Yes.
untrustworthy.
I'm gonna take your man.
yeah.
And it also, I think it has to do this insecurity that you just are willing to talk about. You know?
I think that when I think of my friendships with girls, because I do have a lot of guy friends, and in college I had a lot of, I would say the majority were guys, but I did have girlfriends too.
Yeah.
And so when I compare the two in my experiences, I think of the relationships I've had with women have been so much more vulnerable.
Word.
Men are so fun. They're
Yeah.
so great
Oh
to
my
have
God,
as guy
yeah.
friends. You go drinking, you have fun, you go out, you do fun sports things. You do have fun, you laugh, but I
love
don't
a
get
good guy
as
group.
vulnerable with
No.
men because you don't have things in common. They don't bleed every month. And
I actually have had like guy friends I was very vulnerable with.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say I actually have guy friends that bleed.
I was really like down for that too. What?
Honestly.
Cool.
No, like I've had like who were like, straight cis male, like very like, I guess you could say masculine, who were like pretty vulnerable.
Was it vulnerable one-on-one in a group setting though?
One-on-one.
See, I feel like with the male relationship, it's harder to do vulnerable with a group. You know what I mean? Like with girls, I feel like I can be super vulnerable with like a group of like women identifying humans.
Well, and that's kind of like what we're taught to be is like vulnerable,
Exactly.
cry, feel emotions. Men are told to be like, shut off, don't cry, be a man. Like there's so many problems we could,
Right,
that's a whole
that's
other
true.
podcast. That's a whole other thing. So
Yeah.
I feel like in group settings, then they're like on. They're like,
Yes.
I can't like
Yeah,
bond with
no.
her in this way
Exactly.
because then I'm gonna look.
You're right. I
weak.
never thought about that because I was always like alone in the car, just like, let me tell you about how I like this girl and she don't like me, like those type
And
of
you're like, pause, let me put the aux cord into
Right,
my iPod
exactly.
and play the right song right now for this moment.
Yeah.
2000,
Yep.
2010,
And then you curl up in the seats and you're across from each other and you're like, tell me about what's her name? Who hurt you? You
what
know?
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have had
But
all
do
of
you
them.
guys think that men and women can be friends? Like, because this is a debate that I've heard time and time again, where I would say, like, I have tons of guy friends where I'd be like, oh my God, I would never.
I think
if
it's
they got the
possible.
chance,
It just
though?
depends on the people, though.
It's the men.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever met a man that would ever really say no to having sex.
Oh, for
so
sure.
my whole thing is like, with that being true,
Yeah.
if you were to be the one that decided to cross that boundary, they're not
Yeah, and I
gonna
also
say
think
no.
like because you can be friends with guys, but I think there's at one point, like someone's gonna have attraction, and like someone or if you made a move, they would be down or something like that.
Yeah.
But then like they just are respectful, so they're not gonna do that.
I know. I don't know what my opinion is on it because I go back and forth. I'm like, yeah, of course. But then I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe it's because it's on my terms. If
Well, I'm
Yeah,
thinking in a
that's a good
sense of
point.
like I'm good friends with Quay, who's been on the show.
Yeah.
But at first, I had like a major crush on him, and then. But then I like got to know him and I was like, no offense, Quay. No, like look,
No, I
like,
know what you mean, but it's like funny when
but
you
like
say it
not
that
because
way.
Quay is like
Usually
a
it's the
horrible
other way.
person.
You're like-
Exactly.
And not because
Story
it's
of
like
my
Quay is
life.
like a horrible person, but like Quay, I'm gonna call you out a little bit. But like, he be like flirting with my friends and shit. Like he's like, he's a very charming guy. So I was like, I don't know if I really like that. I'm sure that maybe is fine for someone else, but for me,
Yeah.
like it's not gonna work. And but I was like, but I really really respect him as a person, as a friend.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have really good conversations. So like I'm gonna, just keep it as that. But at one point, like I did have a crush, So it's
Yeah.
just like, but I'm not down to fuck. But I'm
Yeah.
sure maybe, I don't know. That's weird to say because I can't even think of that. Like, I'm like,
Well, because I think that's also the other thing is that the attraction definitely has to be two-way. Like, I feel like there's definitely sometimes, like, I think of one of my oldest guy friends, Alex. We've known each other since, like, 6th grade. So, like, mad awkward years. And there's always been that, like, thing where it's like, ooh, do you like me? Do you like me? And it's always been like, no, we just like each other as, like, friends.
right.
And I feel like that's why female friendships or, like, women-to-women friendships mean so much is because you have to show your loyalty and your love not through sex.
Yep.
So that's why it's so hard sometimes between men and women because they think to show that they care is through active sex. But like I do think it's possible for men and women to be friends. I think that's like a really important thing because it definitely like adds like value, diversity. You can
just
hear different
depends, too.
voices.
Yeah,
but it depends on the
the
dudes.
people. Yeah,
it depends on the dudes, and
mainly
it
the
also
dudes.
more importantly, I feel like with Alex, I always watched me kind of be put in the sidelines when he has a girlfriend, and I get that. I'm like, okay, she's not down for the
Right.
like,
The whole,
Some
like,
people aren't. Yeah.
100%.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
now he's been with the same chick for like, oh my God, like 10 years and everything's like copacetic, but he like lives on the east side. But
Right.
like, it's still one of those things that's like a boundary thing where you kind of have to be like,
Right. Like you can't just be hitting him up like odd hours and night. You know what I mean?
yeah,
you
like
just-
that. I
you
can't
have
like
to have,
call
like,
him up
those
crying,
boundaries.
being
Right.
like, that's the relationship we used to have. But I've also never slept with any of my guy friends. And I can't be with friends with men that I've slept with. Like I just
Yeah, no,
I,
I'm the same
just
way. Like
can't.
actual friends that are
Yeah.
like guy friends that have been like platonic. I never slept with them, and if I did, I don't talk to them anymore.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that's the thing that kind of unfortunately I do is like when I sleep with people, I always like, fuck it. I got what I wanted and kind of like let them go. So like when it comes to male friendships, it's like the dudes that stay in my life, I'm like, no, you're in here for a reason. Like I really respect you and like you as a person. And I also feel like in my industry, I work with so many dudes in writers' rooms, and you're definitely going to see them in other writers' rooms that you have to be like.
I can see you really kicking it with the crowd of like men and like really being one of the boys.
Because I'm dressed like a 12-year-old boy right now.
Rose, you just have that personality.
Well, I think that's also why I feel like I've never had to like.
And also, I like your shirt. So.
Thank you so much. Damn.
Love.
But like, and I also like your shirt. We were complimenting each other. But like, first of all, I definitely complimented your cat when I walked in.
No, it's okay.
And I said you looked really beautiful, and I said I liked your eye. This is such a woman thing right now.
I know.
I'm berating you with compliments.
I told you I loved you there and over there. And over there.
First of all, I screen grabbed this moment where you said you love me too, and I saved it, like shit like that.
I know.
But no, for me, it's like with guy friends, I've always been put in the friend zone just because I was always so awkward as like a kid and was very much like a tomboy. So I feel like I definitely can like make conversation with literally almost anyone, but I just like always like when I meet a guy, I immediately don't think they're hitting on me. Like I just am always like, oh, you're just talking to me as though I'm a guy, like one of your homies.
Right.
And then it's one of those situations where it's like I can turn it on and off and be like, oh, I want to flirt with you, but never is my intention ever. I just always love going up to like when you talk to a dude and be like, there's no stakes. I just want to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
It's always really funny though how long it takes them to like slip in like, you know, I have a girlfriend or, you know, and it's like, okay, cool. Like, does she also like, you know, Kendrick Lamar?
Like, damn.
It's like, it's very awkward, I feel like, because I don't need to feel as though I'm like trying to like enter on them or anything. I'm just like trying to have a conversation. But I do think male relationships are really important, and the ones you make that don't have sex involved are actually even more important.
For sure. And I feel like, you know, when I went through my breakup with Morgan, like I did call Quay crying because it was like I needed like a male perspective, you know, like I was just like I feeling like this, and he was like helping me validate that. So it was nice, you know. It wasn't like but anyways, we're here to talk about girls though.
I know that's true.
Well, like guy friends are fun.
Well, now that
we were making we were setting it up for like why they're important, because this is the reality of friendships between men is just not the same.
Yeah, exactly. It's really not the same. It's as important, but like there's nothing like a girlfriend, you know?
100%.
It's so much more intimate. There's actual like love there.
Yeah,
that's like unconditional. We're not expecting sex from each other.
No, but that's exactly what my point was. Of there's always, no matter if you say yes or no, or like you're into them or they're into you or like whatever it is, there's always the sexual, like we're cavemen and cavewomen at some point. And like there's that like
would I fuck
desire
you?
of
like,
should
even
we keep
if
the population going?
It's
well, that's like the gecko brain of you is just being like, oh, I have to procreate and fuck you. And
you're not even really thinking it. It's just subconsciously you're like drawn in that way. But like women, I mean, I'm not trying to go. You can be a lesbian and like it could be different. I don't necessarily
We're just
know,
talking
but
from like this, you know, the predominantly straight. Where I know that.
Well, it's like how like I feel like also with that though is I feel like women, because of our like one of the privileges we have in like society, which aren't a lot, but like is the fact that like women can be like, wow, you're beautiful, you're sexy, and there's not like a you know negative things, and like men don't, you know, men can think other men are sexy and like handsome and stuff, but there's like a weird stigma against that, and I feel like that's one of the things that women we can just do is I could just be like, oh my god, you look so gorgeous right now, like you look beautiful, oh my god, your body looks banging. I mean, I literally yell that at Alyssa all the time. We were at a Trader Joe's and I was at the end of the hall and I was like, your body looks banging.
Her body's great.
Her body is banging.
Her body is
but
banging.
Like, you know, I can appreciate it because it's not on a sexual level. It's just the fact that like
we know that other women are beautiful, whether we want to like have sex or not. And
it's also like I feel like sometimes an icebreaker within your friends where you're kind of like, so where's your body issues? Like where's your insecurities?
Right.
And so when you can champion your friends and be like, girl, you look so
I felt that.
You felt that.
I've had moments where I was like, and
it's like kind of nice when you have like a friend that's just like, no, like I really champion that. I think that's really sexy, you know. And it's just like, I mean, I read that meme once that was like, I don't get dressed for men, I get dressed for that 13-year-old girl.
or the drunk girl in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's like the guys are expecting us to look cute for them. But it's like, no, we want to look cute with like for ourselves for one. And also like for other girls to like be like, your outfit's super cute. It's like, oh my God,
and even the girls who say it kind of like condescending, but they like can't stop themselves but being like, you look fire. And you're like, I know you did not want to tell me that, but thank you so much. It means the world to me. And you just like get like overwhelmed.
I'm more flattered when a girl tells me I look good than like a guy, for sure.
Yes. There's that one TikTok where it's like, oh no, it's not exactly what I was thinking of. Never mind. I totally thought of it wrong in my head. But I'll tell the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah. It's the one where like you try on an outfit and you ask your boyfriend and the guy's like, oh yeah, that looks cute. You know, you're like playing it safe. But if you come out and the guy's like, I don't know, that's weird.
Yes, that's who you're trying to look cute for.
Or you're like, no, you've got a good one. Yes. I totally rewrote it in my head. So it doesn't exist. But if anyone's down for a TikTok, I have a really good idea.
Content ideas.
Wow, it's really good too. We'll work.
Why do you just
I can't believe it hasn't been done yet. I can't believe that just even happened. I feel like I'm having an aneurysm.
Watch an actual TikTok show up on your F like for you page because your phone fucking heard you talk about it.
Oh fuck! I forgot about the robots. I know.
I fucking assholes.
But no, we're having a sense moment where it's like, if I put on an outfit and Anthony's like, you look cute, but if I put on an outfit and I show like one of you guys are gonna be like, you're fucking fire, you look stunning, you're
such
gorgeous.
A fucking model.
You're like,
yes, fucking get it.
Where can I get those? That's amazing.
Yes, it just
rock
hits
that
different.
Fashion Nova. Yes, it does.
It's different.
You know,
guys don't know anything.
Fashion Nova is all that fits me anymore.
Shein.
I feel like Regina King.
It's like all that fits me. The curve.
Yes. Love that shit.
Shein is all that fits me right now. Not even a shameless plug.
It's not. It's just life right now.
Right.
But it's like, you know, it's the idea that like I feel like sometimes subconsciously as like women and women identifying people, you're kind of getting dressed up for that like 9-year-old, 12-year-old self.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know? And so you're like, oh my God, do I look like today I was like, oh, I'm going to look like Sporty Spice. You know what I mean?
Right.
And because that's like
There's
what
always
I want
that
to do.
inner like part of me that like will put like a touch of like early 2000s because that's like that early 2000s girl like wants a little bit of like, you know.
Yeah, you just put like glitter in the corner of your eye.
Well,
or
you know what's
something.
sad is like girls these days that are younger, like Gen Z age, they're not going to have that. They already look fire. They already have good taste.
So good.
How do they not have an unattractive face?
The way that we used to put our eyeliner on back in the day.
Horrendous. They will never know.
Do you know why?
How many makeup wipes it takes to take that shit off?
And how throughout the day at school, it's just like
down here. But you have no mirrors to check.
No.
You have no makeup tutorial to check on YouTube.
You have nothing.
We don't have our phone to just like quickly check on our reflection on.
Yeah. For me and my sister, it was like literally
but also
whatever.
it was like it was a cool thing because it was
Well,
like
because it was
for
the
sure.
only thing.
Yeah.
That's why it was cool. It was the only thing.
Like, look at me wearing eyeliner. Like, I want you to see my fucking eyeliner, even though it's smeared. Because I wasn't allowed to wear makeup.
Neither was I. I had a eyeliner pencil I had in my book bag, and I would put it on at school.
I had secret thongs.
Oh my God.
I
would
did
hand wash.
too. And one time in science class, I gave myself a whale tail on purpose because I wanted
Marcy from Degrassi. Oh,
Marcy.
I know. I was inspired.
Mandy. That's right. Mandy.
Mandy.
Did it. Yep. Okay.
And I wanted the cute guy in my science class to see, and he fucking did. And it was like my sexual awakening. I didn't have sex like for many years after that. Or even, I didn't even kiss a guy for years after that. But I was like,
But it was a cool thing to have your like whale tail.
Oh,
out,
yeah.
for sure. I always wanted my thong just casually slip out.
I don't get it.
My low rise
of our low rise denim jeans. How dare we?
I've never owned a thong. I don't like this conversation.
You never owned a thong?
I've never owned a thong in my entire life. Why do you guys want?
Oh, I don't wear them now.
I wear them all the time.
How though?
I have a collection.
What if you?
I don't wear them
How do you
anymore.
contain yourself?
How do you not?
I used to
love
take my
thongs.
sister's thongs and like use them as like you know
The boomerang thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I would just string them across her room. I can't. I've never owned a thong in my entire life.
I love that for you though.
But I just love this because I'm like I know this whale tail thing and imagine me doing it with like my
No, with those army pants, it'd be fucking hot.
Yeah,
It would be hot as fuck, and you know it.
Okay, there was like, I do remember there was like
You
this.
should do that for Anthony.
I don't even know. I feel like Anthony also is like, what's the thong? Like,
what is a
he's
thong?
like, what is a thong? I also feel because I don't have like a good relationship with my ass because I just don't have one. I have, let's be honest, I feel like what people forget is because I know how to dance, I have like, big butt, like, vibes, you know? Like people think like big butt energy.
Theory.
Right. Yes, big butt theory.
Big butt energy.
But like thongs, I'm just like, how do you like when,
I love a
when
good
I see
thong.
when I hear
I love
a
a
girl,
high-waisted thong.
okay, but you don't wear them during your period, do you?
I do. I do the
How?
cups. I wear cups.
But what even Rachel's
I mean, I don't wear underwear at all. I hate it. I own like maybe 3 pairs of underwear.
When you're on
Wait,
your
are
period?
you not wearing underwear right now?
No.
What, you're not worried about like looking like you sneezed in your pants?
I mean, my pants are super baggy right now.
But I'm just saying, like, you don't have a snail trail.
Yeah, like you don't just
What
cough
about-
and then
I
something.
hate it. Oh, well.
But it's not like it doesn't. It's not as like.
No,
Do
I
you at
just,
least
like,
know
I
if you're like
used to do
ovulating
that.
at least?
Yeah, you like put it in the wash or something, you know? You just like,
Wow.
here's the thing.
Do you
I'd
have
rather
an
deal.
in-house in washing
No.
unit. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's.
No, I wish, because it would save me a lot of money from all the
Right.
washes that I do.
Yeah.
But I would rather deal with that, which is just a few days out of the
Yeah.
month, than have to wear underwear.
Wow.
It's so uncomfortable to me. And it just
I don't
happened
wear
a few years
bras
ago.
at all.
Yeah,
Wait.
I try not to wear bras very often.
I
That
don't wear
must
a
be
bra.
so nice, ladies, not to fucking wear a bra. Do you realize if I took this bra off, I would be tucking my titties in my high-waisted jeans? Like it was
Oh
like a tube top dress. I have to wear a bra. I wish I could. Patriarchy. I can hate
But when you're
bras.
lounging, you don't wear a bra.
No, I just tuck them in my,
Yeah.
there's
I just wear like for instance, I'm wearing like a really tight
That's
tank
cute.
underneath.
Wait,
so then
what? Like a
it just-
camisole?
Yeah, and it just like squeezes it down because my
Okay.
boobs are bigger than they actually appear.
Well, you guys have good boobs. Mine are pretty tiny.
But they're really pretty. They look really great under that shirt.
Well, thank you. I have a bra on, but
See, this is
See,
what
there you
girlfriends are
go.
all about. We're here to encourage each other.
Okay, well, here's the other thing is like, how old were you? Because I feel like every friend group I know has this where it's like, when do you have the memory of like where you sat in a circle with all your friends and you're like, okay, put your shirt up. Everyone show each other your titties and being like, huh? What
No,
is-
I
You
used
never
to
did
always
that?
flash people.
that sounds so fun. I
before.
wish I did.
Yeah,
What?
did you do that?
Oh my God,
No.
yes. Like in 7th grade, I was like with some friends and I was just like,
Trying to
everyone was like,
think.
what do your nipples look like? And I was like the
Actually,
only
you're
white
right.
girl. So
You're
they were
right.
like, what do white girl nipples look like? And I just like remember flashing and then all of us just being like, appreciating our bodies and just being like not knowing.
Yeah.
And then being like, what?
It's like the
fuck
Discovery
is that?
Channel.
Yes, exactly. They were like, what is this?
I love that.
that.
I mean, I guess I did have friends like I think around like middle school, maybe high school. Like we would show each other like our body parts.
Yes.
Like I had this big mole on my back that was always really embarrassed, and I would like I'd be like, oh my god, guys, I have a mole. Do you want to see it? And I show
make it
my
sound like
mole.
a third nipple.
No, it's huge. It's a huge ass mole.
Okay, well, can we see it later?
Yeah, I was about to be like, are you gonna show it?
Gotta
to us?
see it.
I have to. You have to show us
Maybe
your
later.
mole.
Maybe later.
Okay. I wish
We have things to do.
Fine. Yeah, I never
a
did that
huge mole.
shit. I was from like conservative Missouri though. So
Right.
like
Wow.
I don't know. We didn't really like talk about the sex thing. I mean, maybe just my family, like how I was raised.
Right.
In high school with like my close girlfriends that I had finally like kind of like locked down, we'd change in front of each other.
Yeah,
But
that's
it was like
nothing.
in that moment of like, oh, we're just changing. It wasn't
Yeah.
like
Show
get out your
sexual.
mic. Yeah, get out
Yeah.
your microscope. Like what's
I mean,
going on
I would
here?
show we would show each other our vaginas and stuff. Vaginas.
Vaginas.
That sounds so fun. I feel like I
Yeah.
missed out on something.
My friend actually used to help me because I didn't know how to put up tampons. Like I was
Oh.
always
Oh,
really
yeah,
confused.
I've-
And my
ooh, been
friend
there.
would help me change. Like she
Yep.
would like take out my tampons, put tampons in like at
Oh my
school
God.
for me.
I
You
definitely
guys do
would-
that too?
I never.
My mom had
I
to come
never
to school to
put one
pull
in-
my first one out.
Really?
What?
I didn't get my period until my sophomore year of high school.
Oh wow!
To tell this story, I was literally at school and my mom had to come, and
Oh my God! No, don't, that's not terrifying. At
I thought it
all.
got stuck around a loop. Now when I'm been on my period for 20 plus years or whatever,
Yeah.
but so now I'm like, how did I think it got? I thought it like went through my skin.
You're just
Like
confused because
Oh,
you don't
yeah, 'cause
understand.
you don't understand
I
it.
was
understand your
crying. I was like,
vagina.
I don't know what to do. I can't get it to come out. It was horrific.
Oh yeah, and especially
Horrific.
if you, I don't know, there's no greater pain than pulling out a dry tampon.
Oh my God.
No.
Like that just like
it gives me like the
yeah. So like I completely
heebie-jeebies.
understand like having to like have your mom do that because a lot of girls don't do that. Like
No.
I remember one of my friends, like she was like, I don't know how to put tampon in, and like I didn't put it in for her, but I was like in the stall with her, and I was like, okay, if it feels uncomfortable, you got to take it out. Like you got to put that in. She's like, it's gonna get lost in there, and I was like, do you not know how you're like? And of course, growing up with my mom was like, this is a uterus. You know,
your
things
mom, I'm sure.
My mom was like, this is the pictures. Like showed it to me and was like, do this, and I'm like, okay.
I love your mom.
You know, like turned out fine.
Right.
It could have been bad, but like, yeah, but like I do remember that like
Right.
ritual of like my friends being like, she was just like, I've never had a tampon before, and I was like, oh my God, girl, like this is gonna be life changing. And now it's like,
Right.
you know, the Diva cups and like
I have the
Thinx
Diva cup for
underwear.
sure.
I have the Thinx underwear. That shit is
Oh, I
amazing.
wanna
I need to get
try
that. I need to get
that.
that.
Girl.
I tried to actually ask them to sponsor me, and they.
Thanks.
But no.
Rethink about it, okay?
Ew.
This is like your demographic.
We don't want you anyways. You gotta pretend like you don't.
Yeah. Oh, right. No, fuck you, hoes. But like, they're great. I won't lie. They're
I mean, I'm
perfect
down
for
for
sleeping
sponsorship.
in because they're like really good for sleeping. Because you know, like
Oh, for sure. Because
I'm a 31-year-old woman, and I still sometimes get period blood on my sheets.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
sheets? Yes.
Clothes. I
Yes.
just ruined a white pair of pants. Huge at
see?
dinner. I was literally at dinner and I like had to put a jacket on. I was like, how old am I?
Yeah, but like you don't understand that.
I
Like,
used to hate that at school when you leak through your pants and you're just like have to
Oh my
like
God.
tie your sweater around
I mean,
your
I cried when it
waist.
just happened recently because it was like a moment it
Yes.
hadn't happened in so
Right.
long, and it's like
It's embarrassing.
traumatizing.
It's
yeah, because your
traumatizing.
body is like deceiving you.
Right.
You're supposed to like keep everything inside, and then you sneeze, and then you're like, I have to
Oh, I
go
hate
hide now. That's the
The
worst.
sneezing, no.
That sneeze.
I can wake up in the middle of the night and know when I've started.
me too.
Because you're like,
Oh, yeah.
And then you realize you're like, how long have I been trying to go back to sleep, clenching my vagina? And you're like, something is here. Winter is coming. It is here.
Just all of a
You're all-
sudden, the spotting.
You've been doing it for like
it's the
ever. And
Japanese
you're like,
flag. Let's go. I gotta
Yeah.
go to the bathroom.
Japanese flag.
I gotta go.
Oh,
It's a very
God.
serious thing. But
Or I
like,
hate those moments where you're like, is this discharge? Am I really wet or is this my period?
oh my
I don't
God, and
know.
you're like,
all
is
the
it a
time,
week?
yeah.
I mean, like, fuck you. You came to my house and then literally my period started. And Alyssa was like, I was in the bathroom and I was like, fuck, my period started. And Alyssa goes, you're a week early. And I was like, see, that's like why my friends, like,
Yeah,
I have, like,
that's-
Alyssa
that's
keeps
what
me
happens.
updated.
That's
Fuck
what
a Flow
happens.
app, you know? And she's like, oh, it's probably because like Stephanie's here. And I just hear you go, sorry. And I'm like, yes, because my body was just like sync with someone.
It
Right.
really does sync up with
It's
people.
so crazy how that works. How does that even work?
I think it's because of you.
Is that even scientifically proven?
It is and it isn't, because the odds of you syncing up with someone is actually more common than you think. Because think about it, it's 28 days in between cycles. So I have endometriosis, which is like I can either have like a week-long period or like the longest I've had was a 72-day period. And it was like in high
As
school.
long as Kim Kardashian's like marriage.
Oh my God, I had a Kardashian period.
You had a Kardashian period.
I
Amazing.
did. It was gnarly and everything. But usually like with things like birth control, that like helps you like, you know, keep it update and everything. But like there is a chance that you can start like happening. Like when I worked at the establishment that will not be named, all female social club, we all were like literally 2 weeks. Oh my God. It was like the worst 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we
because
all
you have
knew.
like the same schedule.
Like everyone calls
if you're
out around the
always-
same time.
Pretty much. Or like you had the same like 6 girls just like, you know, like panting.
Fuck
in the
all of
corner.
you.
Yes. Which, by the way, have you guys been watching those videos of the guys that buy the fake period?
Yes, I've been seeing that.
Okay. Have
Is
you?
it a trend thing?
So
going
it's
on?
like a trend thing that you can buy on Amazon. That's like it makes
It makes the
them
guys
feel
feel
contractions?
What
yes,
the
like
cramps
what
feel like.
cramps are like. And the men will go up to like an 8 or 11 and they're like, stop. And then the girls are like standing there like, yeah, this is how it feels or whatever. But like, it's just so
I need to buy that and like
crazy.
have my boyfriend.
See, I told Anthony that. He was like, I could handle it. And I was like,
No.
I mean, he's
no.
like, I'm just like, okay, I believe in you, babe. But like, I was like, you've seen me literally white woman lifetime original movie crying in the shower. Like, just imagine that for like 45 minutes straight. And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, maybe, you know.
White
or
women
days,
Oh, days on end.
or never stops.
Oh, God, I know. And I'm also I had a friend that also never had cramps.
I fucking hate girls like that.
I know.
I mean, girl power, but what the fuck?
But also like, oh,
That's
honestly,
annoying. Yeah,
I'm
that's
annoyed.
annoying.
You annoy me.
see, because I'm also like, I just don't.
That's annoying.
But okay, so then
my mom says that too. She's like, I never really got cramp. I'm like, shut up.
Did she have really bad pregnancy though?
No, my mom is annoying like that. I feel like she probably did, and like is just trying to show off that she's better than everyone else. But continue.
She's a.
Sorry, I'm like throwing shade at my own mother.
I love it though. You shady bitch.
I don't know. Yeah, continue.
But
Wait, isn't that the card you got? The shady one?
Oh, it is.
Oh,
You like
stirring
stir
the
the pot.
I'm such a bitch.
I know you gotta keep that card. Basically.
Keep it. No, my mom had horrendous periods too, and also had a really hard time getting pregnant. So like, I thanks for the genes.
Yeah, no,
mine
I
are
mean,
bad.
went
They
down.
take me out for like days.
Oh, mine too.
Days.
Oh yeah, and like I
Horrible.
remember there was like one memory in particular where I was like in biology class and I like put two tables together and I like crawled on top of it and I was just like heaving, like it was just like so painful to a point where someone was like, "Is Rose okay?" And I was like, "I physically can't move.
You can't.
It's debilitating.
Debilitating.
Like, you can't explain it unless you actually like know."
Unless you've lived it.
Yes,
Literally. And we were just talking about this earlier. We were like, at work, I'm one of like very few women, and we shouldn't be embarrassed about this. We should not.
But
and I
you're
know
embarrassed,
that.
yeah.
But there is a part of it that's like, that's a little bit of too much personal information that I kind of want to share with these men in my career life. And so they think I get bad migraines, which I also get bad migraines. But
you can't even tell them like, oh my God, bad.
no, it feels too like, I don't want them that in on my personal, you know what I mean? For me, work is so like work and then life. So like, I don't really want you to know that I'm that like human.
Yeah.
It's like, but there's also an embarrassment factor. Like it is an embarrassing thing to be like, I have it feels like you're telling them,
But
I
also,
have
especially because they don't
cramps.
understand. They might think we're
They
just
don't
being
understand.
dramatic.
That's what I'm saying. You're always, there's
You're
the
on your
fear.
period.
And I
You're
don't
just
want them to
acting
look
weird.
at me like that. I
exactly.
want them to think I'm like badass. I can
like,
take
I can
care of
fucking handle
it.
this shit.
Can
Yeah.
handle anything. And you never know how men are going to take it. Like some of them are misogynistic and they're just like, oh, you're fine.
Walk it off. And
Walk
you're
it
just
off.
Like,
Walk it
I
off.
will hit you in your nuts.
Literally.
And we'll both be in the same pain.
We'll both be bleeding.
Sir. Yeah, exactly.
And I'll be in more pain still.
Still, because yours will last maybe an hour or so, and
Right.
I will see you tomorrow in the same exact
Yeah.
position. But yeah, it's that whole idea that like that fear that we don't want to be told like, oh, you're on your period, like, oh, you're just acting because of that, and you're like, yes, no, I'm like, you should be. I'm surprised at how many women aren't serial killers because there are many times
Honestly.
when I'm on my period where I'm like, I will murder you.
And
you
it
know?
makes no sense until it clicks. And then you're
Yes,
like,
I always get super cranky though, like right before my period.
Right
I
before.
am so
Oh,
dramatic.
yeah.
I'm
crying.
such a bitch.
I'm a crier. I will cry.
Same. We all
Criers.
criers.
I literally-
You said that little
I feel like
lifetime
every
bit. I'm
time-
like, yes.
I feel like every
Hands
time
on
I'm
the
crying on the
wall.
show
Yeah.
is because I'm about to get my period. Not gonna lie.
See,
I always like to do like the crying episodes when I'm about to get my period.
yeah, and it
I plan it
helps.
out.
Because it just
It
makes it
helps.
look like you're just like, no, I'm just being emotional. And you're just like, no, my body is like
in
literally turning
pain.
it
It needs
inside out.
this,
Right?
yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's
Yeah. But back to friendships. you
Oh,
guys.
yeah. Well, that's what we're talking about. We're
But
doing
that
a
is
blood
friendship.
friendship.
But this
Excuse
is
me,
friendship.
This was a
but
blood pack we just made.
this
You know
is
what
a blood
I mean?
pack. But I want
honestly.
to talk
Should we sync
about-
up?
Yes.
Should we?
Ready?
We just
Let's-
got done. Are
ready,
you
set,
done?
Go. Yes, I just finished.
I just
too.
finished. Are we already in sync?
End
And
series.
End of episode.
That is it.
It just goes to black. You need to end it like that. Just
It's done.
That's it. Part 2.
it says Elfin. And like the cursive.
That's when we
love
start
that
pulling
part.
out the
Wait,
cigarettes.
that's
Okay.
so funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Way
to
just
go,
finished,
ladies.
too.
Do you ever like to tell
your
your boyfriends that they're not the fathers? That's how Anthony always
my
knows that I'm on the period. Is I just send him the Maury gift saying that you are not the father.
father? That's amazing.
And he's like, thanks.
You know what's great? Chris actually knows when I'm about to get my period. Like literally the day before, he's like, "Are you about to get your period, babe?" I was like, "Why am I being a bitch?" Like he's like, "No, you usually get it around like the 17th."
He's such a cancer.
Oh my God, I was
He's
about to be like-
such a cancer.
I mean,
like,
that's why I
damn.
tell Anthony, I'm like, okay,
Knows
so
my
I left you a
schedule.
voicemail crying because I'm on the period. And he's like, no, I know. And it's like, he just like knows.
I know.
It's
I'll be
helpful.
crazy for a few days, and then Chris, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm just about to get my period," and he's like, "Oh, all of this. He's like, so I'm fine. I'm not in trouble. I'm fine.
You gotta pass.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you're still fucking in trouble.
Right?
Still mad at you.
We're watching the Mindy Project doing collages on the floor crying, you know? And he's like, oh, I get it now. I get it. It's okay.
Yes.
I will do the dishes.
Yes. Oh my God.
But Stephanie, what were you going to ask us about friendship?
Friendship. I don't know. I was just going to say, I don't even know what the fuck I was going to say. I'm tired.
Oh my God.
I'm really tired.
See, but as your friend, you don't need to be tired. That's why Rachel
true.
and I are here.
But I guess I wanted to talk about, because I
up.
did have therapy this week, and it was a lot about, it was just a coincidence that you wanted to talk about this, because I talked a lot about friendship and having these boundaries, because there is that importance again of having like those core group of girlfriends who have your back. And I feel like I really got that, you know, and I feel like I definitely have like just really strong people like as yourselves, and you know, Nina and Kelsey, shout out Suzanne, who I really feel like are like my fucking girlfriends.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's people in your life that you sometimes unfortunately grow out of. And I think that's also a reality that people like we should talk about. Yeah. Because it's like there's like I feel bad because it's like I don't want to throw shade or anything. I'm not like in a fight with anyone like that or anything like that. But I just feel like that's just the reality of friendship sometimes.
Yeah.
Is that there are breakups.
Oh, yeah. And they're the hardest ones.
And they're hard.
Because there's no books, there's no movies, there's no rom-coms about friends breaking up.
Yeah, there's not.
It's
especially like childhood friends.
Because when you have like invested time
And you've been through shit together.
Yeah.
when you've seen like a death with someone and or like, you know, a major breakup with someone.
Just going through fucking puberty together.
Yep.
Oh my God, I'm getting emotional.
Oh, yay.
So sorry.
No.
I like brought in deep.
like-
We were all like happy. And
Like
I was
my
like,
third
let's
cry
talk
of the
some
day,
shit.
and
That's
we're on
amazing.
schedule.
She's like, I have to time it now.
Like a timing it.
The end of her period. Okay, she's got to get it all out.
I know. But it's, no, I'm connecting with what you're saying. It's
But
true.
it's so true. Like, I feel like, you know, the biggest thing, I actually think I tweeted this too. The biggest thing that I've learned is like, I think before I used to kind of like give my energy out to people, to all these different friends, to all these different acquaintances. And I've realized that now I'm like, I don't have like the energy to do that.
Yeah.
And so like really thinking about like what girlfriends really mean and not just having like those like, I mean, we always need the fun friends, but like having like, you know,
But like none of us, you know, my fun friends are club friends. There hasn't been a club open in a year. Not really talking to those girls. Love them. Will like their photos on Instagram and put fire emojis below it.
but
That's
it's
kind of what
true.
COVID did. It really made you reevaluate
For
like
real.
who is there for you and who.
For sure.
And again, no shade to the people that were like your fun party friends,
Casual
but like
friends,
it
yeah.
kind
Like,
of
it's
shed
fine.
light on
Yeah,
that.
Exactly. But it's just also like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like I'm just like at a different place where like I don't want to, like I was telling you this, like I made a rule where it's like I'm socializing once a week.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a whole ass weekend with people.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Especially on like where we are mentally as a society. Like
Yeah.
we literally are still going through like trauma. We hear about death literally every single day. We're hearing contradicting things about wearing a mask, not wearing a mask, vaccinated, don't get vaccinated, all
It's
this other bullshit.
exhausting.
And
Yeah.
it's all being thrown in our face. We have too much like information being thrown at us, and it's literally all in this little machine.
And there's
right
different
here.
sides to everything.
And then
so
also-
that creates a bit of,
And you know me about like I had to delete TikTok because I was like, why are people so angry? Like people are really coming for people in their comments, and I'm like, and Alyssa just was like, it's because people have too much time. They have nothing else to do,
Right.
and also they're like angry and upset because we're not doing shit. So like the whole idea of like going back as a society is we need to be really careful that we don't get like the bends. Like you have to kind of like take doses of like social events. You can't just like immediately jump into
it's
like
so
a
true, 'cause,
Coachella
yeah, 'cause
size
this
thing.
is obviously
Yeah.
like a mindset that's happening because we are opening up again, and I'm vaccinated, so people are like, let's go do this, let's go do that, and I'm like,
And you're like, maybe like once a month.
right, like I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah.
You know. And I think I also like COVID plays a big part, but I think there's also that thing of like, I'm not really willing to waste time
Because
on
you're older
just-
too.
yeah.
Because with friendships, it's quality over quantity as you get older.
My
you
mom
know?
has preached that since I was little. And
Really?
being like a Cancer who's definitely a little bit empathic and I
I feel
fucking
like, you know, yeah.
hold this shit and it tears me up. It beats me up hardcore, like between friends or relationships or like anything. And I've always come to my mom and she's always like, give it a few years. You're not going to care about this in a few years. Like, and she's like, the older you get, she said this. And you know, when you're younger, you're like, you don't understand.
Like your friends are your world.
Everything. And I'm noticing it now. I just got off the phone with one of my best friends, Ava, literally before I came over here. And I was talking about the same thing. I was like, the older I get, the more I'm like, I need me. I'm prioritizing me. And the ones who care about me will understand.
They'll be like,
they're not going to go anywhere. And those are the ones I want here for me. Like even when last week when I wasn't feeling well and you were like, take care of yourself. I was like, that's a real motherfucking one who will like literally.
You're like, you need a break.
Take it.
Yeah.
The ones who are going to let a friendship die because of it, you don't want them in your lives anyways. Like not to say that you don't want them, but it wasn't meant to be.
Right.
Yeah. It just hurts because you can't imagine getting past it and you can't imagine time. Like as you're younger, you're like, you know, when I was 16, I could not imagine 15 years from now I'd be in this room with you guys, right? I was just like, my world's only 16 years old. It's never going to get older.
Right.
And then as you get older, you just are kind of like, oh yeah, I know that time is more valuable. You have so much time when you're young, and that's the dopest part about being
but
young.
now we have
y'all kick it. Now it's like we got jobs. Oh my God. I literally went to my mechanic and I was like, am I paying rent or paying for my car? Like, let me know.
I had that moment 2 months ago. I was like, I guess it's coming out of my savings. Yes.
But it's like, you know, when you have like, again, those like people in your life that kind of get it, it's still difficult though when you do break up. Like I broke up with a friend and it's still to this day like,
I dream about the friend I lost last year daily.
I
all
mean,
the time.
You know, I recently like am not friends with someone anymore. And like till this day I think about her all the time. You know?
All
and
the
it's
time.
Like all the time. And it's like, and it's one of those things where it's like I miss all the good times, but I think about the situation that happened,
what causes
the situation, but not even just like what caused it, but like how it played out. How both parties reacted. Like I reacted the way that I reacted, she reacted the way that she did, but at the end of the day it's like we just didn't like the way that we both individually together handled it. Right. And like I don't want to be put in a place where I feel, I don't want to like throw shade, no, you know, where I like, you know, where it's just like there's a lot of yelling and like there's, you know, it's just it's I'm not like good with confrontation. Like I rather like, let's sit back, let's think about our feelings,
go to your corner,
and let's talk about it, or give me space, give me a moment to talk about it versus someone being like in your fucking face.
Right.
To me it's like I can't handle it, and that's what's like really holding me back. So it's like, you know, friendships are fun and all that stuff, but you really know who's a real friend when you go through shit. Like we've had our little
we've had our tiffs,
but then the way that we handled it and came together and just forgave each other
was just like so easy, because it was literally like a chill session. It was just like, you know what, I just think that there's like, I'm asking a lot of you,
right? And
you're like, Rose, I don't have the energy, and I took that as, oh my God, she hates me,
right?
When really I was like, oh no, what's happening in my life that I'm like projecting this like rejection feeling onto Steph right now. And then it just was like, we took our time, and then I feel like,
and then we just talked out. We're like, we just talked it out, and it was just like this mature conversation. You know what I mean? So it's just like having to listen, understand each other, but then you do come
and
across
also
friends.
Going through the same situation with you know, me losing a friend as well at the same time as you, and so it was kind of like this like where we can bond over that.
We both had
we won't talk about those people, but like neither of those people are in our lives right now. But like you were saying about the sense of like when the situation happened with you and like the situation that happened to me, and then like when you watch the person argue, it unfortunately you look at that person and you're like, wait, I can't be friends with you.
Right.
And you realize, why was I friends with you? Mm-hmm. And then you get really nervous and really scared, because then you're just kind of like, oh my God, did I just like handle abuse for fucking like 5 years? Like, were you just gaslighting me for all of our friendships? And then you're just kind of like, oh fuck, what am I doing that to some of my other friends? So then you kind of get in this like, you know, if you have a soul, unlike the person I just broke up with, you kind of have this like realization where you're like, no, I got to prioritize, like I got to check in with my other homies. And I feel like that's why I like reached out to you, because I was like, yo, this chick just like kick dropped me.
Right.
And like, I'm really glad she's out of my life now, but like going to
Are
you
we talking about
and
the same person?
No, I'm talking about and you're talking about haha. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just did this. I was like, ooh, period brain. Think about it. Ready? Okay.
And I got it. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Brad Pitt. Oh,
Okay.
I thought we were doing
No,
that game.
that's you and Alyssa's game. I don't do. Yeah.
Wait, do you ever do that game where you just go 1, 2, 3 and just say the first thing on your mind? You know?
No, but I love that. I want to start playing
it's
it.
a great game.
We did it earlier. Sophia
Yes, we did.
Loren.
Sophia Loren.
You guys did. You guys are very connected. I
know.
think.
Well, it's because Scorpio and Cancer.
Oh, that's true.
Scorpio is just a
It's like
Cancer
you're
in a
like,
leather
okay,
jacket. That's
love
all it is.
That's why you love my
Something
boyfriend
different.
and you haven't even
Yes,
met him yet.
and
but I know that you guys
my
would
mother,
totally connect.
my mother is a Cancer. My best friend Gabby is a Cancer, and Anthony's a Cancer, and Rachel's a Cancer.
Honestly, we're great.
Yeah, it's the whole. You know what it is?
Cancers are
I've
great.
realized is that like Scorpios are like. I think of them kind of as like when they see a Cancer, they're like, oh, you can't talk because you're crying right now. She's mad.
Yeah, you're our protectors.
Yes, I just
We
stand in front of you and
need
just like, okay, first of all, calm her down. I got this. So it's like one of those things. But like when we were,
Totally.
Yeah.
when I was breaking up, okay, Sophia Loren, Junie.
I know my cat.
She's one of our in-house audience. But like, I in a sad way, we bonded over this factor of like this
Right.
horrible thing happening to both of us. And then it really evaluated like, oh, fuck, I really care about you.
Right.
I don't think I cared about this person. That's why this friendship crumbled.
Right.
But again, it solidifies you to be like quality over quantity, man. Like, that's
Exactly.
the biggest thing.
Because your time is so important. I think that's just
Yeah.
like when you're younger, again, you just want to be friends with everyone and like have everyone in your circle. You want to show everyone that you have a million friends and you have fun and you're fun. Well, at least for me, this is what I was always thinking in my head.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But-
Completely
But now I'm
agree.
just kind of like I don't really care to like prove anything.
No.
I want to like just actually like if I choose to spend time with you, it's because like you know what it is. I also like every time I leave a hangout or a situation, I listen to myself and how I feel. So if I'm feeling like, oh, that was really good and I'm happy, or I'm feeling like, supported in some way, then like that it's obviously a positive thing. But if I'm feeling kind of like upset and like grossed out and like I'm like, I need to listen to that.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You
it's
know?
the battery effect where you go to
Yeah.
a party and you're at 100%. Halfway through the party, are you still at 100% or are you at 50%? Are you losing energy or are you gaining energy?
Yeah.
And even if you're like low energy but still happy, you're kind of like, okay, I'm at like 60%, but
right.
like I'm going to be a wallflower for a minute.
Exactly. Like, I mean, I feel like with you guys individually and even together, like, I feel like I never leave it being like, why did I do that? You know what I mean?
Way to go us. Way to go.
Good energy. But then, like, there's some people where it's like, I love tremendously, but I leave it and I'm just like, I feel like shit.
Well, because those people are irresponsible with their energy.
And as an empath, you know what I'm saying.
That's heavy.
That was, but you know what I mean, because
Oh.
I feel like as an empath, it's been just even extra lately where I'm like, if someone is just negative, it like makes me
Consumes
exhausted.
you.
It
Oh,
consumes
wow.
me.
It totally consumes you. That's why empaths are attracted to narcissists and narcissists are attracted to
And
empaths.
that's why I always dated narcissists before.
But they need each other to survive.
Right.
I've always said the whole empath thing, like it's
Sorry, Junie and I
just look over
Junie and I are shooketh. We're like, what are you saying about empaths?
they fuel off each other to survive. Like
true.
empaths need someone to need them. You need someone, and narcissists need someone.
Right.
And you go back
that's
and
so
forth.
unhealthy.
It's so unhealthy. I've watched a lot of videos
Yeah.
about it,
Me
and like,
too. Oh my god!
yeah.
Like, have you Stephanie, the coach, Stephanie, or whatever.
No, there's this
There's,
one
like,
guy. He's
certain,
like
like-
blonde.
Yeah, there's this girl named. I wanted her on the show, but she was great. She really helped me through my breakup, and I should reach out to her.
Wow.
Yeah,
Do
no,
it.
there's so much research that's done on it. Like it's.
But I was like, this makes so much sense.
It does.
Why I was so attracted to these like narcissistic ass fucking people.
and why they're attracted to you.
Yeah.
Because they see you as like, oh, I can
She will-
attach.
she
She will
will-
give me what I need. And you look at them as like, all I need is to give you what you need.
exactly.
And it's like
and it's this
toxic as
fucking-
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's to say though, because you can still be friends or in a relationship with someone with narcissistic tendencies.
They
I
gotta
don't
be
think it's for everyone, but you can. You don't have to just cut that person out of your life. You just kind of have to like mold to know how to protect your own energy.
Oh,
You just have to be able to do that. And which brings me to my next point. If you guys have ever read the books, The Four Agreements.
she probably has.
Oh, yes, I have. Yep.
So one of the agreements,
why am I mad?
Did I read a book? Absolutely, I read a book.
Are you well read? Are you intelligent?
I do know about that.
It's
the
because
Four
it's
Agreements.
true.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
true.
Like,
Well,
you probably did read it.
Totally.
She did. So I was right. So I don't know.
She's all pissed.
I'm just
fucking
a nerd.
read that book.
Yeah, I fucking words
that book.
on
Yeah,
sentences.
words.
Anyways, Four Agreements.
The Four Agreements. One of the agreements is don't take anything
Yep.
personally. Not a single thing. And
Yeah.
like that fucking hit so hard. And it really helped for me to like evaluate my friendships and relationships, but also honor the ones that were doing it for me.
Yeah.
And kind of not cut anyone out, but like, you know, just what I was saying. Protect
Boundaries.
my energy, boundaries
was the biggest
around
thing I talked about in therapy.
boundaries around the ones who would take the shit personally, which
Right.
you said something earlier about how you like took a minute to reflect on how Steph was making you feel this way. And if you were that is what I call emotional maturity.
Thank you.
It's emotional
are,
maturity.
yeah.
It's energy responsibility. Like you're being responsible with your energy because you're taking a second to think about yourself instead of just projecting everything onto someone else. And that's what
Because
fucking takes friendships
a lot
down.
of these friends that lately, I'm not gonna say no, were like came at me projecting their insecurities, and I'm
Hella
just sitting
shit,
here
yeah.
like we talked about, and like I'm just sitting there like honestly I've been kicking it, like I haven't really like I'm just living my life, like I don't know why
Yeah. It's honestly, if you understand that nothing anyone says to you is personal to you, and also nothing you say or do to anyone else is personal to them, it cleans up so much shit in your life. It cleans up
true.
so many relationships. And not to say that you have to cut anyone off or anything, but it just helps you
boundaries.
like navigate around them in a more like healthy, stable way.
Yeah.
It's
I gotta
God,
work on
Rachel.
that. I know. Right? I was like, I gotta work on that. I take so much shit personally. Are you kidding?
I do shrooms too much.
Oh, I love that. I love that for you. That's
that
amazing.
for you.
I could be your guys' shaman.
Yeah, and please
I
take
know,
all the
I felt like
shrooms
this was
for
like
me.
this was like a shaman like moment here.
Yeah.
I loved it.
But it's, I mean, it's
think?
true. And I think that, like, you know, my favorite person, well, not my favorite person, but like RuPaul was like, you know, let me just
One
set
of my
that up.
faves.
I mean, the fracking, but that's okay. We'll talk about it another day.
Uh-huh.
But RuPaul was like, you know, the best advice like his mother gave him was like, people who say anything about you, that's not your business. You know what I mean? And also like, if they don't pay your rent, pay them no mind. And I'm always like, yeah. But, you know, and because I feel like I try really hard to like always to please people.
Yeah,
And
people pleaser.
I'm a people pleaser, and it's
Yeah.
also one of those things that I feel like as I've grown up, especially when it's come to like have as many friends as possible and everything, because I'm like terrified of being alone, is also this like idea that I know that I can be a lot, and I know my energy can be a lot. And as I've gotten older, I've always been like, I was like on the phone with my mom, and she's like, I'm so glad that you've just embraced being loud. Like you used to be so embarrassed of the fact that you were loud.
We
and it's
love
like,
you loud.
I know. I couldn't think of you any
I
other
don't want you to
way.
shut up. I never
'cause
want you
it's
to
like-
shut up.
But like for me, it's just like, thank you so much, you guys. This is why friends are
Yeah,
great.
girlfriend.
This is why I have you on the show so much. I'm like,
We're like,
I don't
"Be
want you to
loud,
ever shut up.
Over here. But
Yeah.
like it was something I was like embarrassed by because it was like, I don't know. I just felt like it was just everything that like I had to be corrected by. But I did know that like the times that I could tell that friends were like maybe exhausted or like didn't want to hang out, I was like, oh, my energy might be too much. And it wasn't that I like, people always are like, you love being the center of attention. And I'm like, no, I don't. But I just want everyone to feel involved. So
Right.
sometimes when I'm like extending the conversation to someone else and I can see they're nervous, I'm like, well, let me tell you my experience. And
Right.
it looks like I'm trying to take over the conversation, but really I'm just trying to like open that
I
person
can see
up.
that for sure.
But like it's something you have to like
Right.
combat, and it's something that I feel like again, you know, your real friends are like, oh, that's just who you are, you're fine, but you're still trying to please the people. It's like this weird thing where it's like, okay, so there's this episode of Recess talking about a Disney TV show where TJ finds out there's one boy on the recess that does not like him, like on the playground, and he does everything he can. And the guy's like, why do you need me to like you? And TJ's like, everyone has to like me. And he's like, no. And it's like TJ's little journey. I just remember watching that episode being like, is this me? Like, why do I feel like I need to please the person that doesn't like me?
Oh yeah, I'm the same way too.
It's like a mean girl effect, I feel
Yeah.
like, in high school and shit. But yeah.
Well, it goes back to what I was saying about like narcissists and
Yes.
people pleasers / empaths. They feed off of each other. Like you need their approval
Right.
for yourself, but
Yep.
you don't.
I don't.
But it's hard. It's so much easier said than done. It's like a really fucking hard practice to like get yourself out of that, because when you're in it, you're like in the matrix and like you don't
and then
know
your
that you're in the
mind-
matrix.
Your mind
You're
just
like,
keeps going,
yeah,
makes shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
But like
sure.
you need like good friends to like pull you.
Be real and pull you out.
to balance you. Like I feel like after the situations that I went through, the past few months, like I feel like all my real friends were like, you're not crazy, right? Like,
Right.
like you did nothing wrong. Like,
Yeah.
you would handle it the way Steph would handle it. Like you're not out here trying to fucking hurt people.
Yeah.
But
And that person was going through a lot, but it was
they
like
were projecting, all of them.
you were in the crosshairs, and that's like what happens sometimes. Unfortunately, though, as a friend, you have to decide where it's like, am I going to be like, I'll forgive you, but am I going to be your punching bag again? Like that's unfortunately what happens.
Right. You really have to think about the future. You
Yeah.
put yourself
Right.
in a hypothetical of like, say we make up, everything's great. Do I really want to be friends with this person?
Right.
But also,
Like, do
you
I-
don't respect me.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
a big
you.
one.
They showed a lot of their colors. Like they
Right.
kind of gave you they dealt out the hand, and
Yeah,
now
they
you're
felt
like,
like
do
they
I want to
could-
keep playing this game?
Yeah, like they stepped all over
It's
you, and you're like,
exhausting.
yeah, and it's unfortunate because you think that like, okay, maybe like 5-10 years down the road something will change, but you can't worry about 5-10 years now.
You gotta worry
just
about
have-
you.
Yeah, you have to worry about like 5-10 seconds from now.
Right.
But it's like, if anything, it's really just important that you just like make sure
Protect your energy.
protect your energy, and your friends will protect your energy with you.
The real ones will.
The real ones.
And the real ones, you don't have to like try to get them to like you.
Yeah.
Like the real ones are like there, and also like pay attention to how you feel when you leave. Like
That's
the
a big one.
when
Yeah,
you
I
leave,
love
like
that.
hang out with them, like if you feel like, oh, that was good. Like when I went to your house afterwards, I was like, it's such a good mood. Like I even listened to our episode right away. I was like, oh my god, like I wanted to relive like
It was a
our
great
hangout.
day.
Yeah, it was a great day.
that.
Rachel, you're gonna come by later, and we're all
Okay.
gonna
Oh, yeah,
hang
for
out.
sure.
It's gonna
Okay.
be fine.
We should. Why did we invite Rachel? Rachel's a photographer.
Rachel, you're gonna do my next
should've-
photo shoot.
Yeah, I was like,
Please.
But like, also keep in mind, like, I just have now decided. I think I told you this, and like, I was like, I just want to do photo shoots. I just want to like take
Yes.
photos of my friends. Like, I just want Alyssa to do
Right.
all our makeups because she's amazing.
Literally.
And then just like I have
take
enough
photos.
props to do any
We
genre.
had so much fun.
Oh my God,
you have so many
please.
I have
props.
so many props. I
Let
have
me
a-
know next time. Literally all of like anytime I come up with ideas with like photography and shit, because
Yeah.
I'm super into like film, but also digital, it always revolves around my friends. I'm like, I need you guys to be okay with getting naked. I need you to be
Yes.
okay with like some experimental shit.
Right?
And
Glitter.
Yeah.
Over there.
Rose.
I got all of it.
I love it. Let's do
And
it.
honestly, Rose, like she was like on. I was like, oh, I guess we're starting because you were literally just you went on once the set was like done. You literally were ready to pose. I'm like, you're not tired,
like producer
let's
brain.
do
Where I was just like, I
it.
was literally like, okay, we got a time, and then it was like 4:00. Okay, it's lunch hour. I don't want anyone to go over their
yeah,
budget.
we did. We ordered lunch.
I was like, I don't want any meal penalties. My PA skills were coming out. I bought lunch
Right.
for everyone.
Yeah.
But like,
I
you just
love
like
it.
get high off of that creativity, and it's
And
because of the energy of your friends.
It's the energy
It's
of
the energy.
girlfriendships. You're just
Yes.
like, yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. I
Yeah.
fucking love you. You look hot as shit.
Right?
It's just the
Yeah.
good. That's why I think we're all attracted to those situations. Like,
Yes. For
you're
sure.
just like, why don't we do this all the time for no reason? We don't
For
need
no
a reason.
No
Why do we need a
Just to do it.
reason?
Just to do
Yeah.
it. Okay, I love that idea.
All right, I'm
I
coming
love a
next
good
time.
We're gonna
photo
do our
shoot.
next photo shoot is friendship.
Friendship.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I'm picturing rainbows.
Yes, glitter. I have like
Naked,
a million
just covered in rainbow
Oh my God,
glitter.
pinatas?
Pinatas.
I
She-
have
she
like
has so many
I have like
pinatas.
12 of them because
I don't
every
know
time I
why.
go to like a party,
don't
I'm like, can you not destroy it? I feel like it might have a soul.
She
and so, like, I
has,
keep them
yeah, she has a collection
I
of
have so many
pinatas in her
pinatas.
garage. In her
Oh,
garage.
we need to.
in my garage. Yeah.
I love it.
Well, also because like there's in my neighborhood, I'll be walking with bats, and like there was like this like like this giant strawberry pinata, and I saw that they were like, she didn't want it, and like they threw it in the trash, and I like waited in the bushes, and I was like, I took it. It was in the trash.
Amazing. It's
But
in the
like I
trash.
found an elephant
Yeah.
once and everything. Anyways, but like friendship,
You know?
You know?
Yeah.
You know, I know it.
Should we do one more round before we end this?
Yes.
I
Okay, we'll
know
go
people
reverse.
haven't-
Okay, I'll
ready?
go first.
Okay.
Twist my arm.
Green.
I did not
What was
want
the,
orange.
Is the green the shady one?
Yes, the green's the
Oh.
pass the card.
I love the
one.
shady one.
Give this card to whoever stays in the most to study.
That's Rose.
You know what's funny? Not in high school.
Really?
Now all I
can
do
see
is
that.
research. Like one of my agents was like, just you don't have to know everything about this client. And I'm like, yes, I do. Yeah,
That's good, though.
I'm just,
Love
like
that.
researching. It makes me
Okay.
feel like a mad scientist. I don't know. Okay.
Oh, I got
Ooh,
green.
green.
I thought in my head
This
I
is
wanted
kind of
green.
like
I
the
manifest.
friendship category.
Yeah.
Give this card to whoever is always last to get the joke. I feel like that's me.
I was about to be like, should you give it
like-
to yourself?
Put it in my boobs.
I think it's true because like Rachel and I made eye contact and we're like, well, you got the joke.
That is the joke.
That is the joke. Oh, black. Okay, should I do another
Do
green?
one we haven't done yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think we've done blue. What is the
we're- yeah,
blue
let's
one?
see blue.
Is this is also give this card.
Okay. Oh. I like that.
Oh my God. I know who to already give this to. And I feel like Rachel would agree with me on this one. Who's most likely to wake up holding a burrito? Because do you not remember when we went to that comedy show? We went to a comedy show at the
love a good
Virgil.
burrito.
She went outside.
You guys went to a comedy show at the Virgil.
at the Virgil.
I love it.
So it
Everything's
was like
always taking place at
the Virgil.
I
So
love it.
she goes outside, comes back. I'm like, "What'd you get?" And she's like, "Oh, I got food." And I was like, "Where is it?" And she's like, "Oh, I just have it in my purse, or whatever." And she's like, "That guy's hot." And so she like toddles over to that hot guy, and then as she's talking, she's like, "One moment," and starts unwrapping her burrito and start like literally face fucking it in
Yeah.
front of this guy. And this guy's like,
I
"Did you
was
just pull a
hungry.
burrito out of your purse?"
And how you're not engaged to this man, I don't know. I get down on one knee right there. Like the woman of my
Obviously wasn't
dreams.
interested. I know. I'm saying he
was
wasn't
such
ready for it.
He was a comedian. What do you expect? you
Yeah.
know?
Okay. Are we done? Any
we
last
done?
words?
Friends are the great.
Friends are food.
To anyone out there, I feel like okay. My piece of advice is this last year has been one of the most intense years for a lot of individuals and a lot of people.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, and self-care has a lot to do with sometimes being alone. And true friends will understand that, and they'll respect it, and they'll be like, "You need to."
That's literally sums up the episode.
Yeah.
Rachel.
I mean, I would just piggyback off that of just like in a more general sense, just take care of yourself and don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I like
do
that.
what you need to do. I'm repeating you in different words.
No, but I like that.
The real ones will understand.
The real ones will understand. That's just what it is.
No, but it is really important at this time. Even though things seem to be opening back up, it's causing like a lot of trauma on top of like what we've already gone through.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm like scared. And it's not even because I'm like scared of germs.
no, it's
A
just
little bit, but like I'm not. Yeah.
It's all
I'm-
mental. We've gone
all
through a
mental.
fuck fest, like a head fuck
And
fest.
like low key, I really enjoyed just staying inside.
I know.
Honestly,
You gotta,
same.
don't worry, guys. I came up with an entire list of like excuses because I am, as you know, the one that got the most flakiest card. So if you want to bail, I have excuses.
Oh my god, I'm gonna need you to send this
So
to me.
many.
I know, I need that.
I got you. And you guys also know my red and green emojis. If you send me a bunch of red emojis, I will call you and be crying.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, that's for anyone who has my
Okay.
phone number. If you send me a bunch of red emojis, I will immediately start calling you and I will cry and you'll be like, "What? I have to go. Sorry." It's like a fail
So
safe.
what do the
love
green
that.
emojis mean?
Oh, I'm good. I'm fine.
Oh,
Like
Oh,
that's
okay,
like when you're on
when
a date with
or
someone,
something.
right? And they're
Yeah.
like green emojis, like he's not a creep, And then when I get a bunch of red emojis, I immediately start like calling and I'm like
I
crying.
love that.
amazing.
Yeah.
We should. That's a real friend.
That's a real friend. I was just gonna say, what a
You
good
got
friend.
a friend in
In
me.
me.
You
got a friend in me.
I feel like we're drunk at a bar.
Oh my
You
god.
got a friend.
You know me, but you fucking my best.
You my best friend, bitch. We've always wanted to do that. We've always wanted to do the ladies' room podcast.
Oh, the ladies' room. Yes, I've always just wanted to interview girls, like drunk girls, in like the bathroom, and be like, like
This
"Hi,
is incredible.
Right. Hi, welcome to the Virgil. Who are you wearing? Like anyone out there that you like, I want to do the ladies' room podcast.
We need
You
to do that.
have to.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to.
And
And I will co-host with you.
Oh my God, please
That would
do
be
it.
so much fun. Actually.
And just like
You
see
two
how many
and you
people
produce it?
say no more. The
That
ladies' room
cool
podcast.
fucking things that sit on our
Yes.
hips, and we wear like a fanny pack, and then we have like
If
the
you
tiny
guys
little.
want the ladies' room podcast with Rachel and Rose, comment below in my comment section on YouTube and be
Hit the
like,
ding, the
make
bell."
it happen, Steph.
It's
Vocal
here.
Therapy Productions, make it happen.
Boo boo. The ladies' room. Yeah, just want to go drunk in
That
like,
is
rooms.
so
That'd be
genius.
so
Yeah.
much fun.
Who are you wearing? Who's hot? Who's not?
Or who are you going home with tonight?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Do you need any help?
Why are you here?
Why are you
Is it to like
here?
fuck men? Is it to be like fuck?
How was your
men?
week?
Yes, exactly.
What's your mom like?
Are you gonna actually pee?
And then we go real
Are you doing
deep.
coke?
Like,
And then we literally would go real deep and they go, when's the last time you cried at a movie?
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you called the man who
I
hurt
actually
you and
really-
say, I'm
Or be
not
like, or
forgiving
tell
you."
them to call their ex.
Oh my God, I'll call their exes and I'll be like, hey,
Yes.
she's
Yeah.
doing fine. And just hang up.
there's such good content here. We have to make it happen.
Okay, we're doing
Bars open June 15th.
Cha-Cha
June
Lounge.
16th.
Cha-Cha Lounge.
We made plans to go to Cha-Cha Lounge.
Yes.
Oh my God, I haven't been to Cha-Cha Lounge in
I
like
live right up the
5
street,
years. Let's
so we
go.
can-
We're going.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ladies Room
Rachel.
podcast. Let's go.
And we got a good taco truck down the street.
Oh, perfect. I'll get my burrito.
Yeah, there's something for everyone.
Bathroom burrito.
I love it.
Okay,
That's so
plug
needed.
yourself, bitches. Whoever's first, whoever wants to do
Well,
it.
Rachel, ladies first.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
It's at. I hate this part. It's just like I don't remember how to spell it. I should just. Well, it's just like I
she
took
takes
the
the
vowels
vowels
out,
out.
so I have to like think about it. Okay, so it's at R
He'll be right here.
CHWSBRCH.
Did you take it out to make it easier?
Well, I took it out for like people not to like
Find
really be
you.
looking at me.
Oh.
But it's fucked me over because before it was my full name, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna sit here and spell like 25 letters,
Oh, right.
But then, yeah.
and then so now I just need to change it to like,
Change it to something that doesn't have your name that's like straight to the point and cute.
yeah.
Or you could be those like funny people on TikTok that just have like user and then a bunch of numbers, which I
Yeah.
think is
And then I have to
hilarious.
remember that. And I'm like,
Just have it be your social or something.
yeah, my social security number.
I wonder if any of them have. That would be so
That'd be
brilliant.
hilarious.
Anyways,
Too
that's
risky. I'm not
Did
risky
you already
enough for
plug
that.
yourself? Plug yourself.
Did I?
Rose.
Oh no, it's at Rose_Etta with 2 T's Stone or the new blog on theblock.com.
And then follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. All that shit.
Look at the merch. Look at the
is
merch.
there.
Buy the
The
merch.
merch.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch and then.
Hi,
Okay,
plug
bye.
yourself. Plug yourself. Do it. Plug it.
Juniper.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. I have to pee.
Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy.